Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off this video by giving all glory, praises, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Krakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, who rule well and who taught us this truth. And shalom to the elect, to the hopeful elect, to the 1/3 Yasharallah scattered abroad. And in today's video, as you see from the chapter that I'm on, we're going to be getting to this prophetic book of Joel, the 3rd chapter. And what sparked me to do this lesson was I came across a page in his old dictionary. Now I didn't get the name of the dictionary, but I got a main key point in the dictionary, which pretty much let me know, and it should really let you know, that these scholars and these Edomites, that they really know exactly who we are, and they know exactly who they are. And they know exactly who these nations are. You know what I'm saying? Because when I seen it, I thought it was fake for real, if you want me to be honest with you. But I actually seen it in the book. So, I had to go ahead and the spirit dropped on me to go ahead and get into this video. So, without further ado, and I'm going to be going back and forth from my phone to my actual Bible. I got my pages open right here. So, yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into the video. Put that right there. Yeah, Joel 3 verse 1. It say, "For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem." Now, if the whole nation of Israel is one kingdom, why would he say he would bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem? Well, if you was actually, if you're diligent enough to go into the scriptures and read for yourself, you will know that in 1 Kings, the 11th chapter, around the 31st verse on down, it goes into the kingdom of Israel. It was gonna be split. After the death of King Solomon, because he was going off. Let me grab a quick precept real quick, speaking on Judah and Jerusalem. Let's go real quick to Jeremiah. What is it? The 50th verse, 50 chapter 30. Verse 33. It say, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah." You see, it's saying two different things. The children of Israel, meaning the northern kingdom, the tribes that was already on this side of the earth before, the rest of us got over here during the transatlantic slave trade. It was already the 10 tribes that was already over here. You can read about that in 2nd Esdras. Which is one of the books that, if you do the research, that was one of the books that Christopher Columbus, or Cristobal Colon, used. So he knew that it was already land over here. So he used that book, and he knew that it was people over here, and he knew that it was land over here, and he knew that the people over here, he knew that they spoke Hebrew, because when you go back into the history, and when you go back into the circular history and do the research on it, it always talks about how Christopher Columbus had a Hebrew, and what else he spoke? Well, it really don't even matter. He had a Negro on his ship, which was a criminal. When you go into the history, it talks about how it was criminals in, I believe it was Spain, because it was like a little time after they took down the Moors. It was a split in everybody. I went from Spain to Portugal to Africa, but it was talking about the how you had different what'd you call it, prisoners, I guess. You had people in jail, and I guess Christopher Columbus needed help, because he, like I say, he read the book of Esdras, and he knew that that the Hebrew, and he knew that the people over here would speak Hebrew, so he had a couple people from jail on his ship that spoke like I say, Hebrew, and they spoke other languages too. It was more than just one person that spoke Hebrew. he had you know what I'm saying, the real Jews up on his ship because he knew what he was looking for and he knew what he was finding when he got over here. You know what I'm saying? So where we at? Yeah. So it say, thus said the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. So, and that's exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? All these nations, they refuse to let us go. If you try to leave from America today, if you try to go fly anywhere, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have to get a passport. You know what I'm saying? You have to get authorized to leave. You know what I'm saying? You can't just get on the airplane and just move out the country and stay in another state. You can try and watch what happens. You know what I'm saying? So let me go back. And that's the same thing that they was doing back then. So we can go ahead and let me jump back to Joel. Second verse. He said, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead, or Yehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel. See, he didn't say the whole world like the Christians like to say all that John 3:16. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. And yeah. The most out of context, most twisted and misused scripture ever in the Christian church. John 3:16. Let me read this again. Verse 2, Joel 3:2. I will also gather all nations. See, that's the world. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, or Yehoshaphat, which means Yahweh's judgment. Click on it real quick. Jehoshaphat. Yahweh. That's Yahweh. And right here, Shaphat. To judge. To govern. You say punish. You see? So they're going to get punished. You say he's going to... I thought it said plead down here. Say poel. Condemning and punishing. It said at theophanic advent for final judgment. Yeah, because that's going to be the war to end our wars. You know what I'm saying? And he say, I'm going to grab a couple of precepts and I'm going to finish this real quick. It say, and will plead with them there for my people and for my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. How did Israel get scattered among the nations? Let's find out real quick. Go back to Deuteronomy 28 chapter. Yeah, verse 64. Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there shalt thou serve other gods which thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood, Christianity, because the cross is made of wood, and stone, Islam and the cobblestone. And how do you get scattered amongst all nations? We'll go to verse 68. It's saying the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt. Egypt, when you go, what's that, Exodus 15? You saying no? Exodus 13. Yeah, Exodus 13 and 3. And Moses said unto the people, remember this day in which ye came out of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So Egypt means the house of bondage. Now, when you go back to Deuteronomy 28, dang, right here. Verse 68, It say, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt, meaning bondage, again, slavery, hardcore slavery. But this time he say with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. Because we weren't supposed to go into slavery again. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, you know what I'm saying, we went into slavery again because we did everything contrary to the covenant or the promise that we made with the Heavenly Father. So he cast us away. And you read about that in Hosea. Yeah, the book of Hosea. You say, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. So we got scattered through slavery. And to bring up another key point, I want y'all to keep this in remembrance. It say, and there, when we get off those ships, after the Most High scattered us, wherever we go, it say, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Remember I said the stone, the cobblestone, Islam, Muhammad, the false prophet, the illiterate. You know what I'm saying? The Arab's God, a prophet, whatever you want to call that nigga. Which remember him. Remember that. Because that's one of the main reasons that I'm making this video. Remember that. Now let's go back to Joel. I'm tripping, Joel. Where you at? It's funky tripping. Joel 3 verse 2. It's saying, I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. And he said, I will gather all nations. Now let's go from there to Zephaniah 3, the 3rd chapter. Verse 8. It say, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I will rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. And he's jealous of what? His woman, the nation of Israel, the way these other nations been mistreating his people. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, go ahead and jump back, because I don't want to make this video too long. And I want y'all to remember the point. Like I said, remember that point in Deuteronomy 28 verse 64 about the wood and stone. So from there, let's go to verse 3. It say, and they, before I do that, Jehoshaphat, I will gather them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, and I will plead for them, and I will plead with them there for my people and my heritage Israel. Now that right there, the valley of Jehoshaphat, is the Persian Gulf. That is for right here. That would be in the Persian Gulf. So this is around the area. Around this area, this will be, you know what I'm saying, where World War III is fought. You know what I'm saying, the Persian Gulf. All that land right there. So somewhere around this area. You know, somewhere around this area. So keep a lookout for that. You know what I'm saying? Keep an eye on it. Because that's prophecy. And that's yet to come. That's on the way. I just seen someone on the news was talked about, who was it? Yeah, stuff like this. One day ago. Say black smoke. Say 2 airstrikes hit Lebanon. Ghazi, however you say that. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Say 60 kilometers north of Israel border. Witness say black smoke and flames rise from a burning warehouse attacked by Israeli strikes at an industrial district. It's a Monday, February 19th. It is Wednesday, the 21st. So this is real recent. They still over there antagonizing the people over there. And that's why the Lord say he was going to use the least of the flock to draw them out. You know what I'm saying? Because Israel is the least of the nations. You know what I'm saying? They don't got that many people over there, and they not that strong. You know what I'm saying? As a nation, really. If you want to be technical. You know what I'm saying? Because Russia way bigger than Israel. China way bigger than Israel. The United States way bigger than Israel. Shoot. You know what I'm saying? But that's why the Lord said he going to use the least of the flock to draw them out. The smallest of the heathen. These fake Jews, these gutter rats. Now, where we at? Yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that because, you know what I'm saying, like the wars are still escalating pretty much. That's what I wanted to show y'all that. Let's just get back to the scriptures though, because the point coming up that I wanted to make. It say verse 3. Oh no, verse 2. It say, I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, and I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations through slavery. It say, imparted my land. Now, he said imparted my land, right? Let's see, Palestine and Israel map. Images. No, this is the overtime. It wasn't originally called Palestine in the first place. It was always, you know what I'm saying, Israel. But as you see, they parted the Most High land. It split into two. Two different nations part the land. Israel and Palestine. You know what I'm saying? The West Bank, Israel, the Gaza Strip. All that, yeah. See, so they parted the Most High land in 1948. Now it says, verse 3, it say, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they may drink. Yeah, and they did that during slavery. And that started with the Arabs, which they sold us to the Africans, then the Africans to the Edomites, you know what I'm saying, to the Grecians. And if I can find it, quick clip. Let me see if I can find it. I don't think it would show like that. Because it goes into the Joel. There was a video about that. Let me see real quick, hurry up. I can use this one. Use that one. And oh yeah, it's real close. Let me see. Oh, I should have saved it, bro. Oh, bingo.
Book of Joel.
Watch this.
Okay, go in the book of Joel, 2nd chapter. How these damn Hamites and Arabs sold our people for these trinkets, man. Okay, from beads and muskets, right? Talk about wine. Look at this madness, man. Right? Cornery shells, iron bars, beads, managers, whatever that is, copper. Look at all that right there. Look at them. Look at them damn Edomites, man. And look at Ham. Okay? That's what they sold us for, man. Right here.
Look at them barrels. They probably got the wine in it.
Look at Esau. Negotiate with the damn Hamite Africans. And they try to tell you African like you sold your damn self for slavery. Ridiculous, man.
Exactly. You heard what he said, like we saw that
Muhammad
seven
Carr
slavery.
comes straight from the African American Museum in the city of Detroit. Trade go in the book of
He said that's in the
Joel.
museum. I think it's in Detroit. As you see, they got the Africans right there with the Israelite on the ground, with the Edomite right to the right side of the screen. As you see from the Zondervan Compact Dictionary, Ham, the youngest son of Noah, the progenitors of the dark race, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Let me say this for next time, because I know that's going to come up again. You know, that's Joel 3. And then you go to verse 4. Then I can show y'all why I wanted to make this video, because I can show y'all the screenshot of this dictionary real quick to prove all of this. And like I say, the scholars, they noticed the other stuff to be true. They know this Bible real. It's in verse 4. It say, yeah, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, which are two cities, it say, in all the coast of Palestine, which the original inhabitants of that area was Hamites. You know? And Tyre and Zidon, look where they at. That's why I had that open, I think, when I saw the video. Yeah, side by side. Tyre and Zidon. It say, will ye render me a recompense? Meaning, like, will you pay me back? Because I didn't, know what I'm saying? I didn't choose y'all as my favorite people, as my chosen children. You know what I'm saying? I chose the Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? I didn't choose you. I cast y'all out. So you gonna pay me back for that? That's what you saying? Watch what the Lord say. And if you recompense me, now if you pay me back for me not choosing you as my favorites and my chosen people, he says, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head. Come on now. He said, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly and pleasant things. Now pause right there. Verse 4 is the meat of it. You say, yeah, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Now, where did I want to go from there? Yeah, boom. Yes, like I said, O Tyre and Zidon, you got the Hamites, and then it say, and all the coast of Palestine. As of right now, who inhabit that land? Palestinian people. That's what they show right now. See these Arabs? See these Arabs? Ishmaelites? So-called Arabs. Their true ethnicity or nationality is Ishmael. That's what they go back to. These Arabs. But yeah, pretty much. And now from there, I can go into what I wanted to get into, which was, see, I put it in the folder. It's an unknown dictionary because I didn't get the name of it. But you see at the top, it says Africa, page 217. So if you can screenshot this and somehow come across the book, you know what I'm saying, let me know. Because I done tried to use this screenshot on Google to try to reference the book, and I still can't find it. But as you see right here, at the top it said Africa. But the key point is down here in the corner. Because it was talking about, I screenshotted it better on the other side. Yeah, cool. Should I just use this one? But this was pretty much talking about like the Negroes and the things that they was doing and going to while they was living in Africa. So look, this right here is, like, as you see right here, it says social conflicts. Now when it says warfare and head hunting have been So I hate iPhones. It said warfare and headhunting have been the social conflicts, both now controlled by European governments. The greatest military organizations were those of the Maasai in East Africa and of the Zulus in the South. In Dahomey, West Africa, whom called Amazons was Israelite women that they cut the breast off of and put in the Hamite army to help protect their empire. You know, because the Hamites, the weak ass Africans, they can't fight, they weak. So they had our women fighting for them, and that's why they came out with the movie like what's that, Woman King? Them was our women. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, women called Amazon formed part of the standing army. Like I say, to protect them weak ass Africans. Now they says slavery was due to raids of Arabs and Hamites on Negroes communities. Now, if the white man say if we went into slavery because it's justified through the Bible because we are the cursed children of Ham, why would they put in their dictionary a distinction saying slavery was due to raids of Arabs and Hamites on Negro communities? And then, like I say, when you go to the Zondervan, you go to the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, it says Hams, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites, the Africans. So they scholars know that we not the same. And another right here, it's the definition for Ishmael. It's all Arabs following Muhammad's example claims descent from Ishmael. See? So when you go back to verse 4, it says, yeah, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, all the coast of Palestine? They just gave you the two right there. The Arabs and the Hamites. You know what I'm saying? Ishmael and Ham. It say, will ye render me a recompense? And if ye compass me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? And you see what's going on in all those lands right now, to this day. And I ain't done with the Arabs too, because it's a lot of stuff that people don't know. They don't know about the sub-Saharan slave trade. Let me go down real quick. See Nate down there. Might do a video on him later, because I watched the video earlier. He was calling on the name. We know the name Yahweh, and the son name is Yahweh Shah. So why y'all don't use it? And I might post that clip early. I'm gonna post that clip later too if I can find it. Watch. Now, where was I finna go to show y'all slavery with the Arabs? Slavery in the Arab world. Now, this is the book, Slavery in the Arab World. Now, it says some of the seminar participants affirmed that while the transatlantic slave trade lasted for 4 centuries, from 1693 to 1884, the trans-Saharan slave trade continued for 17 centuries. See, so these Hamites is worse than you know what I'm saying? They worse than Esau. It's 652 to 1960. In 1960 is really a lot because they still got our people in captivity and slavery to this day. To this day. They say there were similarities between the slave trades. Yeah, because Esau got it from the Arabs. Now, so yet the Arab slave trade, a major component of African history, lasted more than 13 centuries. It began in the early 7th century and continued in one form or another until the 1960s, really longer than that. In Mauritania In Mauritania, slavery was officially outlawed only in August of 07. See? But that's a lot. Well, it's probably there in 07, but other places, the stuff is still there. Now, I don't know what book this is, but I be watching Nate, what you call it, in the classroom videos. Now, I don't subscribe to Nate nor his doctrine, because as you just heard me say in the beginning of the video, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. I only listen to prophetic scriptures, well, all the scriptures breakdowns I get from the elders, only. And Heavenly Father through the Spirit, He led me to them. The only reason I watch Nate is to get some of the screenshots of the books that they be using. I don't even watch the whole video. I just screenshot, skim through when I see the cover of a book, screenshot it, and get up out of there. I don't got time to listen to all that folly and foolishness. But the one time I did listen to him, like over 15 to 30 minutes, I heard bro call on the real name. To my son, the Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh and His Son's name is Yahweh Shai. And we know that that's the real names. Like, why? I'm going to show y'all too, watch. But this is one of the videos. One of the books that I came across. Sometimes they'll be giving the names of the books because they be. Nah, this is the name of the book. Yeah, some of the books they don't be giving the names of because they be saying when they be putting them up, sometimes the books shoot up an extra $400. You know what I'm saying? Or they be taking pages out the books when they republish them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they behind it. But the screenshots that y'all finna see is from right here, Slavery in the Arab World by Murray Gordon. Now I say the sale of so many slaves from different parts of Muslim Africa as well as from India and Java helped assure a continuing rich and varied supply of servile labor in the slave market of Mecca. Yes, because Mecca was one of the largest watch this. I'm going to keep reading. And Jeddah. Pilgrims arriving from Iraq, Syria, Persia, and other parts of the Middle East frequented these markets, and many brought back with them newly purchased slaves. I'm just reading the highlights parts. It said the enslavement of blacks led one to believe that they were the main victims of the widespread practice of enslavement by Muslims. The widespread practice of enslavement. Slacking. The enslavement of blacks lead one to believe that they were the main victims of the widespread practice of enslavement of Muslims by Muslims. And it clearly indicates that slavery in Islam, a religion largely free of racism, struck harshly and unfairly at people with black skin. Now we say many young castrates served as guards, meaning that they was cutting our penis and our testicles off, so that the only thing that you would have a devotion for and your desire would be for is to your master. You know what I'm saying? You want to have a desire towards women, towards chasing no goals. You know what I'm saying? Because they done took your manhood. And I can share all that in another book that said that they cut it so clean that it looked like it was. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing there. Like they literally cut and snipped everything. And that's why and that's why they catching the hell that they catching right now. Pretty much. And I'm going to leave it at that because I don't want this video to get taken down. It say many young castrates served as guards, messengers, and not uncommonly as confidants to their owners. Many were sent to guard the holy ground of the Kaaba in Mecca. So they had us castrated, serving as guards and messengers, and they had us guard the unholy ground of the Kaaba in Mecca, meaning that Kaaba stone that I was telling you about in Deuteronomy 28:64. It's the tomb of the prophet in Medina, the false prophet. Now, it's the African slaves played a useful role in accompanying their masters on the arduous pilgrimage to Mecca, known as the Hajj. This act is incumbent upon all Muslims who are possessed with the means to carry out such a journey. Its purpose is to provide Muslims with a conception of Islam as a universal religion and the consciousness of sharing a common religion, a religious heritage. Yeah, right. They say the sale of so many slaves from different parts of Muslim Africa, as well as from India and Java, helped assure they continue. Oh, I read that already. Odin Rudder, in his book The Holy Cities of Arabia, said in the lecture delivered to the Royal Asian Society in London in 1933, slavery exists in all parts of Arabia except Aden as a normal social institution, but I have only seen one slave market where slaves are displayed in the public place like Chandais. This was in Mecca, in the narrow street called Souk el Abid, meaning slave market. You see what I'm saying? It's like racism, which as we shall later see was evident in Arab practice and attitude towards Africans. The slavery persisted as long as it did in Muslim world. It was only abolished in Saudi Arabia in 1962 and as late as 1981 in Mauritania. Like I say, that's and they still got slaves over there to this day. This ain't own them much, and niggas be talking about they got Arab money. Well, nigga, how them Arabs get their money? They ain't got no damn Arab money. He say own much of the fact that it is deeply anchored in Islamic law. The association in the Arab mind of black people with slavery can be seen in the language itself. By medieval times, they say white slaves were known as Mamluks. Have you say? I don't know how to talk in Arabic. It's an Arabic word meaning owned, while the term abd was reserved for black slaves. In time, the word abd lost its exclusive meaning and came to mean a black person, regardless whether he was slave or free. They say the negative attitude displayed by Arabs towards blacks were rooted in feelings of racial prejudice and cultural superiority. Although Islam is a religion that has singularly free of racism, the Arabs, like many other people, have not been immune to this from form of prejudice. Many Arabs were of the view that blacks were racially inferior people, just like the Edomites, a point of view that found expression in the writings of a number of early Arab writers and scholars. A large number of revealed critical, if not outright hostile feelings. Those who harbored such sentiments towards these people from the South considered blacks to be primitive and ignorant people, untrustworthy and lacking in the human graces. They sound just like Edomites, and y'all wonder where Edom get them from. It says some writings dwelt upon the physical features of blacks, complaining of their woolly hair, smelly bodies, ungainly facial features, and lack of self-control. And these are Arabs. These are neighborhood corner store people. You know what I'm saying? Them and the East Indians. You know what I'm saying? With the Arabs. Right now, who I'm talking about. This we reading about. And this will be the last one. It say, in decades after the last slave ship sailed westward to the Americas and the West Indies, there were slaves abolished. East Africa ports, following the familiar Indian Ocean route to the rigged ships. It said the master of these fast laden rigged ships, which were methodically, I can't say that, whatever, packed in sardine-like fashion with men, women, and children. So slave ships packed with men, women, and children. We was packed like sardines on slave ships, maneuvered skillfully in evading the small forces of British slopes charged with the impossible mission of interdicting this illicit traffic. I'm talking about, boy, you start reading, you start saying words you ain't never say. The black caught up in the trades were fated to be sold in the slave marts of Arabia, the Persian Gulf, the Ottoman Empire, and India. So different places we were scattered at, which goes back to say they scattered my people. Where is it? Now, verse 2, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations. And like I say, through slavery, that's why I went to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. You know what I'm saying? You know, they say, from there, we're going to go to verse 7. Yeah, I just had to show y'all a little more history on that. I wasn't planning to do that, but I just had to show y'all because a lot of people don't know about the Arabs playing a part in our slavery and in our downfall as a kingdom or as a nation of people, you know. So the Spirit is jumped to me to have to show y'all that real quick. And we're going to have to go ahead and come back to the scriptures. Oh, before we do that, that's why they were mentioned in Psalms the 83rd chapter. When the Lord mentioned gave us a list of our enemies. I'm going to just jump to verse 2. It says, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken a crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones, and what was hidden, our nationality, and who we were as a people. It's like they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. How they do that? Through slavery, you know what I'm saying? Music, movies, Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? A whole lot. The laws that they passed, you know what I'm saying? That's their crafty counsel. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. And they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. It said, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacle of Edom, the first, you know what I'm saying, enemy listed was Edom, the so-called white man. And look at number 2. And the Ishmaelites. See? They're listed number 2 for a reason. And I just read to y'all a snippet, a small reason. Y'all can go out there and do research on the sub-Saharan slave trade and try to find more research on it. You know what I'm saying? And try to find books and stuff on it, the right books. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that co-align with the scriptures. You know, let me go ahead and go back to Joel, the 3rd chapter. Got verse 7. Where we at 7? Verse 6. Say, the children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians. I just read that. Right here. You know what I'm saying? It said the Arabia, the Persian Gulf, the Ottoman Empire, and India. They was putting some ships selling us, you know what I'm saying? And the Ottoman Empire, you know who that was. Let me see. Ottoman Empire map. The Ottoman Empire, the Turks. Oh, matter of fact, to prove that the Ottomans are Edomites, watch this. No, I don't know exactly what book this is because I would have to do some deep digging, and I got a whole lot of books on my phone. That's why I just searching the keywords. So right here it says, "The Destiny of America," page 214. It say, "In the very place Obadiah, in which the destruction of the destroyer of Israel laid land is detailed. It is written, thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed. Let's say Ottoman is therefore the scriptural designation of the house of Edom. Yeah. We can jump to the bottom. It said, having shown that Teman, Ottoman, and Esau are all Edomites or Edom, as in Mount Seir and Idumea. You know what I'm saying? So they know that they Edomites. I'm trying to see what it said. They're Ottoman. Man, where's that book at? Because it's pretty much saying that the Ottomans was a It's pretty much saying that it was a Edomite name. Pretty much, but that, you know what I'm saying? This is do good enough because it just said that Teman, Ottoman, and Esau are all Edomites or Edom. You know what I'm saying? And that's from one of their scholars. You know what I'm saying? That's an Amalekite scholar. So they know the truth. You know? And the Arabs told us to them. Not the Arabs. The Arabs told us the other, you know what I'm saying? But they all Edomites, you know what I'm saying? But right here, we're talking about the Grecians, you know what I'm saying? Like I showed y'all in that video, the Africans did that. The Hamites, so-called Africans. Now, let's go to... verse 7. Behold, I will raise them out of the places whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your old head. And how is he doing? How is he doing that? But I will raise them out of this place whither ye have sold them. Through his word, the spirit was quickening. Now, let me see real quick if I can find that precept. I will raise them out of the land. Let's go to Ezekiel 37 and 10. I'm going to go open up another Bible. Ezekiel 37 and 10. This is going over the Valley of Dry Bones, which is a symbolism for the whole nation of Israel. And if you read the chapter, it'll break it down to you. It says, verse 10, so I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off from our parts. Therefore prophesy, and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, O my people, I will open your graves, and cause you to come up out of your graves, and bring you into the land of Israel. Now, coming back to Joel 3 and 7, it says, Behold, I will raise them up out of the land, whether ye have sold them. Yeah, because he's gonna, like it says in verse 12, it say, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel, because he's going to bring us back into our land. He's going to wake us up first through the Spirit and through prophesying and preaching his word. And then, you know what I'm saying, once the word go out and he edifies who need to edify, and then wake up the elect, which is scattered around majority of America, because this is where the great deliverance is going to happen. The majority of the deliverance, really the deliverance, the main deliverance, is happening right here in Babylon, America. You know what I'm saying? So he was going to raise us from the dead state that we was in, because he wasn't talking about physical death. It was talking about a spiritual death. You say, what is it? What is it? Death. Let them, dang, what's that scripture? I'm the brain fog. He that wander out of the way of understanding. Proverbs 21 and 16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Yeah, and us as a whole people, we have wandered out of the way of understanding. You know what I'm saying? And a major part that played a role in that was when you go to, like I say, Psalms, the 83rd chapter, where it say, Verse 3 is saying they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. One of those crafty counsels was Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, in the 68th verse. He's saying the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt, bondage again with ships. We was going to go into bondage with ships. And by the way, I spoken to thee, thou shalt see no more again, and there shalt thou be sold into thy enemies of bond men and bond women. No, through slavery was the yokes, the yoke. Oh, verse 48. It said, therefore shall I serve thine enemies which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, which we were in need of in slavery and now. You had to go to the white man for food, water, light bill, you know what I'm saying, clothes, etc., everything. It say, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until thou hast been destroyed. Now remember, we weren't able to read or write, so we was indoctrinated with how they wanted to indoctrinate us. You know what I'm saying? White Jesus and handing us a slave Bible that took out revolting passages like Exodus and stuff like and things of that nature, you know. So that was all part of the crafty counsel, and that's how we wanted out of the way of understanding. You know what I'm saying? Where we was at? Verse 7. Yeah, and pretty much, like I say, and the Lord is raising us up again in these last days, as it was prophesied in Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. You know what I'm saying? Because America will be considered a lowland, which is the valley. You know what I'm saying? Of the dry bones, which is the whole house of Israel, like the scriptures say, which is the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which was over here, and we lost everything about ourselves, our nationality, our heritage, our language, our customs, everything. You know, so the Lord is returning all of that back in these last days. You know what I'm saying? And that was the whole purpose of Yahushua going on the cross. Now, verse 8. Verse 8. It say, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord has spoken it. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. So they're going to go into slavery too. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get their payback. I can say the Most High, since you're gonna try to recompense me for not choosing you as my favorite people, speedily and swiftly show your recompense return on your own head, right? Yep. So this is finna be our fate. Just like y'all had us. All of these nations. It say, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty man. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. And all of those are weapons of agriculture. Now, China was known as an agricultural people. You know what I'm saying? There was a majority, however the word is. I know we down south. We talk with an accent. You know what I'm saying? But most of their people was it was agriculture. They was straight farmers. They didn't have that many war weapons and instruments. That's why it was so easy for Esau to go over there and just drop what was that bomb, that Hiroshima bomb over there, and killed all them people like that. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, Moab, or the so-called Chinese, and invested all their money into military. You know what I'm saying? Military equipment and weapons and things of that nature. You know. So it said that's beating their plowshares into swords, and they're putting into swords. Yeah, meaning all the culture, the countries and you know what I'm saying, the nations that was once weak when it came to military game. You know what I'm saying, the military power. They are now strong enough to compete with you know what I'm saying, with Esau in America. They're not scared no more, and you can see that in the news because everybody bugging. You know, ain't nobody scared of America no more. And it's written, and the Lord got them doing that, because as it is written, the Lord controls the minds of the kings. It say, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, because thy mighty one to come down. So let me read that again, Salakia. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, because thy mighty one to come down. Cause thy mighty one to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, go you up. Oh, Salakia, come, get ye down. For this press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decisions. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decisions. Now, when you're talking about the multitudes, you can go and read that in the book of Second Ezra, because Ezra gave you a way better, a way more descriptive, should I say, vision of when the Lord was going to come back and fight the nations. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the great chapters. That could have been, you know what I'm saying, the book of Revelations, the way that book was detailed and written. You know. And pretty much I made the point. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to go ahead. I just wanted to show y'all that these so-called scholars, you know what I'm saying, they know who we are and they know who they are. And they know who the nations are. But they just think that the so-called Negroes, they just think we so dumb that we won't go back and see the books, the old books. You know what I'm saying? They go read and do some research and study to find out that they've been lying and to, you know what I'm saying, and to get these secrets. Before I say raids. Yeah, so the main point of this video with me, I just wanted to show how this slavery was due to raids of Arabs and Hamites on Negro communities. And when I read that, I was like, wow, that's clearly Joel 3 and 2. Joel 3 and 4, I mean. You know, we're talking about old Tyre and Zidon and the coast of Palestine. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, that's crazy. I had to go ahead and make a video on that. But yeah, I didn't want to make this video too long, and it probably is. But you know, hopefully I was edified, and I'll be back with another video. You know what I'm saying? Real shortly. You know what I'm saying? About time to go outside and get my daily walk in. But yeah, with all that being said, Shalom, family. Peace.